So last month, the Canadian government ordered TikTok to shut down its offices in Toronto and Vancouver. And as I explained in this video, it was over national security concerns after a review of its Chinese-based parent company ByteDance. But now, TikTok is fighting back and has filed a legal challenge over the order.
Essentially, you go back to the federal court and say, the way that this decision was made is unfair.
In the filing, it says the minister's concerns over national security were not transparent, intelligible, or justified, and therefore unreasonable. TikTok says the order would eliminate the jobs and livelihoods of hundreds of dedicated local employees, and that the app has over 14 million monthly Canadian users on TikTok. The filing also mentions TikTok worked with groups like Elections Canada during the 2021 election and the Privy Council.
Part of their argument is, by eliminating the Canadian footprint for the company, you don't erase the concerns about Chinese ownership, you don't erase the concerns about surveillance.
Confused? Same. This lawyer, who specializes in cybersecurity cases, says the decision to close the offices was made as part of the Investment Canada Act, which allows for the review of foreign investments. But he says the shutting down of offices doesn't address the Act's goal of protecting Canada's national security. I reached out to the ministry overseeing this order about TikTok's recent legal challenge. They said, while we respect the legal process, we stand by our decision to prioritize Canadian safety and security. Due to confidentiality provisions under the Investment Canada Act, we cannot comment further. So, the TLDR. Can you still use TikTok in Canada? Yes. This case still needs to be reviewed, and information about when the TikTok offices might close has not been made public.
If you're a creator here in Canada and you were enjoying some support from the Canadian entity that's the subject of this order, that may be going away. But for most people, not much is going to change, unless and until the government decides to take a more aggressive stance about banning the app. It's a long-winded way of saying stay tuned.